My name is Maya Ellison, and if you ask me when my life started changing, I might not be able to answer properly. Some journeys begin silently, like a gentle breeze that's felt first, only understood later. That Georgia evening was just like that thought that day. I sat on the hardwood floor of my bedroom, as I do every day when emotions are a little too intense. Fairy lights flickered softly below, their light giving my room a soft, golden warmth. My German Shepherd Rex sat beside me, his head resting on my shoulder as if he were sensing my storm of darkness. "You are the only one who truly understands me," I told him with a slight smile. It may seem strange, but sometimes it seems that only a loyal dog can understand a person's true guilt, true loneliness, true fear. And that evening, I needed someone to help me. Because a few hours ago, I received a phone call that shook my whole world. The call was from Ethan, my husband. His voice was strange. It was the kind of strange that happens when someone is trying to hide something, but now he couldn't. "Maya, we need to talk. Properly when I get back. That's all, not one sentence more." After I get there, I understood then and there. This conversation will not be the kind that people have casually. This was a conversation that changes marriages, and sometimes destroys them. Ethan had been on a business trip for 3 days, but this time there was a distance in his tone, something I could sense but didn't want to understand. I kept flashing back to the moments when he'd held my hand and promised. We don't hide things from each other, but with time, promises also change like people. I took a deep breath and stretched my back against the headboard. Rex had fallen asleep with his head on my lap. His steady breathing slowed my heartbeat, but my mind was still in overdrive. Then there was a light knock on the door. I thought maybe it would be a neighbor, maybe delivery. But when I opened the door, Liam Carter was standing there. Liam - Ethan Ka, childhood friend. That guy whom I always considered carefree, a little goofy, a little charming. But at that time, there was a different kind of seriousness in his eyes. "Maya, can we talk?" "Asni pucha." I froze for a second. Liam never showed up without a reason. And at this time, with this expression, no, something was wrong. "Did Ethan send you?" I asked cautiously. "No. I came on my own, actually. I think you should know something before he tells you." I felt a straight, sharp pull inside me. As if the ground has shaken a little. "Liam, what's going on?" My voice was almost a whisper. He remained silent for a few seconds, just looking at me. As if he is deciding whether to tell the truth or not. "Maya, can I come in? It's not something we should say out loud in the hallway." Perhaps if someone else had been there, he would have said, "No, not right now." But my life was already showing cracks. And when someone throws light on the cracks, the person follows that light. "Okay, come in," I said. We came to the living room. I sat on the sofa. Liam in the chair opposite me. Only the faint ticking of the wall clock was audible in the room. "Ethan called me today," he began. My heartbeat became faster. He sounded different, like he was scared of losing something. "Liam, please." "Sidi bat karo," I said desperately. He stopped for a second. Then he looked straight into my eyes. "Maya, I think he's hiding something from you." Down. Wow, a sentence? I like simple, calm, almost whisper casual sentences. And my whole body went numb. I had always heard that sometimes there comes a moment where life splits into two paths, left or right. Before or after. This was that moment of my life. And what do you think? What is he hiding? I barely managed to speak. Liam took a deep breath of air, then said softly, "I don't want to say anything until I'm sure. But whatever it is, it's serious. And I didn't want you to hear everything directly from him without being prepared." The room suddenly became heavy. I clasped my hands tightly. My fingers were getting cold, but my face was hot. This combination of fear always confused me. Are you protecting me? Or did something happen between you two that I don't know about? I asked a little bitterly. Liam immediately shook his head. No, Maya, I'm here because I care, maybe more than I should. And today, when I heard him, something just didn't feel right. A strange warmth spread inside me, but I also felt guilty because Ethan was my husband. I shook my head and said, I need some time. Liam slowly got up and walked towards the door, but then he stopped and said, Maya, whatever happens next, just remember you're not alone. The door is closed. The silence of the house became deeper. Rex opened his eyes towards me, as if asking, Are you okay? I was not there, but I couldn't even break it. That night, I opened my diary and wrote, My life has started changing from today. And I don't know in which direction I am going. If someone had told me earlier that truth could be so heavy, I might never have opened the door to curiosity. But sleep didn't find a way to reach my eyes all night. Liam's words kept replaying in my mind, like an old recording playing on loop over and over again. Maya, I think he's hiding something from you. Just one line. But that line turned my entire night into a silent battlefield. Morning came, and the faint sunlight from Georgia streamed into my room through the curtains. Rex sat at the foot of my bed, alert, as if he could sense my restlessness. I stroked his head, then got up and stood in front of the mirror. My eyes were puffy, but there was a determination in them which was not there till night. Today, I find out, I said to my reflection. Just then my phone vibrated. Ethan calling. For a moment I decided to ignore the call, but then I had to know something. Hello? I said in a flat tone. Maya, I'm coming home in a couple of hours. Can we talk properly? There's something I need to tell you. That sentence brought back the same feeling, that sinking sensation that happens when a person internally already knows the truth, but still the fear of confirmation drives it away from the eyes. Okay, is all I said. I hung up the phone and took a deep breath. Liam's Amadi was in the living room when there was a knock on the door. I thought it might be Ethan, but when the door opened, there was Liam, same serious expression, but this time more controlled. I just wanted to check on you before he arrives. Usni softly, kaha. I let him in. It was strange. I was practically pouring my heart out to him, even though Liam had no family. But sometimes people become close to people one never imagined. We both sat opposite the dining table. Maya, I know you're scared, and I hate that you're going through this, but whatever Ethan tells you, just remember, you deserve honesty. His eyes were looking straight into mine. WOH gaze, uncomfortable nahi, but grounding fee. Liam, what do you know? Whatever it is, please just tell me, I finally said. He leaned back, taking a long breath. Much exact details nahi pada. But Ethan hasn't been where he said he was. His business trip, something about it was off. I overheard him talking yesterday, and he mentioned a woman's name. My hands became cold. What name? Kiss context main. Kian name? I asked in a whisper. Liam took a hesitant look. Maya, I don't want to break you before he even gets here. Let him tell you himself. You deserve to hear it from him. This was the moment where I was torn between both emotions, anger and guilt. Guilt that I felt safer in Liam's presence. And attacked Ethan. Why do you care so much, Liam? Merry voice, slowly, almost shaky. He got up immediately, as if it was not easy for me to answer. Then he stopped, turned it, and said straight away, because somewhere along the line, you became important. So much so that I can't bear to see you get hurt. His voice was very low, sincere and dangerous. Dangerous. Because he touched that part of my heart which I did not want to. Open. I just chose to remain silent. Ethan's. Returned the front door opened after 2 hours. Ethan came in more tired than usual, but with a hint of guilt in his eyes. His gaze searched for me at first, then he slowly approached me. Maya, can we sit? He asked softly. I just nodded. We sat on the living room sofa, the exact same place where we'd last seen a movie without tension. How strange it is, same place, same people, but the emotion is completely different. Ethan rubbed both his hands, as if he too was searching for an answer. I don't want to make excuses. And I'm not here to lie. I haven't been completely honest about my last 2 trips. A wave of heat ran through me, a surge of fear and anger. What does it mean? I asked tightly. He closed his eyes and said, there's someone I met during the conference in Denver. And we started talking. At first it was harmless, then it got complicated. I felt as if all the air had gone out of my body. I thought there must be some financial issue, some secret plan. But a woman, a stranger, and my husband. Ethan's voice was breaking. I didn't plan for anything to happen. I don't love her, I just made stupid choices. And I should have told you earlier. I straightened my legs as if the ground was not stable. So, what is this now? A confession? Or are you telling me you want out? Main hockey tremble se kaha. Ethan need to out bola. No. I want to fix things. I love you, Maya. I messed up. But I'm here. I'm home. His words were not reaching my heart. I was just thinking of one sentence. Liam was right. And at that moment, I was most afraid of one thing, maybe my heart, which always trusted Ethan, was now going towards someone else. Without my consent, Rex placed his paw on my knee, as if he were saying, breathe. Abby decision Matt low. I did not say anything. Ethan waited for my reaction. The house was so silent that only the sound of his breathing was audible. Finally I whispered, Ethan, I don't even know what I feel right now. But one thing was clear, the night that was about to come was a test of our relationship. It is strange, isn't it? When life shows us 3 different faces in a single day, one of guilt, one of truth, and then the face that a person fears the most, the real face of his heart. That night I was sitting on the edge of the bed. Ethan in front of me. The room was dark. Only the soft golden light of the lamp was falling on us. There was the same guilt in Ethan's eyes, but now regret as well. I was silent. He was speaking, but he did not have the courage to listen to my words. Maya, just tell me what you're thinking. And finally, kaha. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. I'm thinking, main me slow tone main kaha. Why didn't you tell me? When did you decide I wasn't worthy of the truth? And most of all, why her? Why anyone? Ethan put his face in his hands. I was lost, Maya. It wasn't about love. It was attention. A stupid escape. And I hate myself for it. Will line. I wish she had said this earlier. I wish she had heard it earlier. Escape? Mean bitter laugh, Dia. And what was I? Home? A background soundtrack? Ethan's eyes filled with tears, but at that time, I was not getting any comfort in her tears. He extended his hand towards me. Maya, please. Don't pull away. I can fix this. I want us. But my body automatically recoiled. That moment told me something I wasn't ready to admit. Trust breaks faster than hearts do. And my trust was broken. I didn't say much that night. I just said that I need space. Ethan, real space. A night away from you. Ethan just nodded. He understood that the impossible cannot be achieved by force.